From WBAY TV and live from Great North Commons, this is Action 2 News this morning at the Draft.
Welcome to Action 2 News this morning, live here at the Amplify Health by Bellin studio at Great North Commons. A dream since 2015 set to become a reality. It is draft day in Green Bay.
Just hours away from that first pick. You're seeing the countdown on the screen, and the NFL draft experience opens at noon today. A lot happening. The Packers have the 23rd pick, so we'll be waiting. Our sports team will have all that action covered for you, and we have you covered here this morning for everything you need to know if you're heading out to the draft.
Yeah, all kinds of team coverage taking place. We know lots of you want to know about that first alert forecast, though, so let's start with Chief Meteorologist Steve Balon. Hey, Steve.
Hey, guys. We are just over 12 hours away from the start of the NFL draft, and over the next 12 hours, there is a slight chance of rain. First alert, Viper Max is picking up on some showers. Western Shawano County heading into Menominee County. Some light rain trying to push its way into Marquette and Waushara counties. The day is not going to be a washout, however. Our rain chance on First Alert Pinpoint Predictor stays on the low side, around 20% through the midday, and Predictor has it generally dry in the late afternoon. If you're going to the NFL draft, I would bring the poncho just in case, but otherwise, most of it will be dry. A lot of clouds, though, and cooler weather with a high of 59 degrees. Our next weather maker comes in later tonight and into tomorrow morning. A widespread steady rain. But here's the good news. I think we're going to be drying out for Friday afternoon, which bodes well for day 2 at the NFL draft. Look how that rain chance goes down tomorrow from a 70% chance in the morning to a 10% chance late in the day. And whether you live in Northeast Wisconsin or for visiting us from out of town, keep on top of that forecast by using our free WBAY First Alert weather app. Tammy and Emerson.
All right, Steve, thank you. Well, of course, you know the NFL brings out some of the most passionate fans in football.
Yeah, and if you were watching our draft coverage last year, you may have remembered that I was on the ground in Detroit and I met some amazing fans, especially a couple from England that made the trip to Detroit. They were even the 2024 Packers International Fans of the Year. Well, guess what? They're here. Take a look.
We have got from Green Bay my first ever Packers jersey that I bought when I was 7 years old with an NFL legend on it. So Lambeau, we will see you this season. Go Pack, go!
Go Pack, go!
You heard it right there. They said it. Lambeau, we'll see you next season. Here they are. Daniel Hambridge, Lauren Saddington.
Hello.
Welcome to Green Bay. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, this is a dream come true to be back in Green Bay. We're loving it.
Yeah.
It's so fantastic. This is just your second trip here. You're a lifelong Packers fan.
Yeah, my dad was a Packers fan, so I grew up with a Packers fan in England, massive Brett Favre fan. And then when I met Lauren, she had no option but to be a Green Bay Packers fan.
Never heard of the NFL, I'd never heard of the Packers, any team. I just knew NFL through movies, and I've just followed your dream really, and I'm slowly getting there with the rules and the draft and everything.
And now it's in your blood, right?
She doesn't have an option. It's there,
There's cheese running in your blood,
Well, what do you think of the experience so far being here in Green Bay for the draft?
Detroit last year was special. Sorry, Green Bay, but it was. But this is even more special, sort of, to be in the community. Lambeau is right behind us. It's incredible.
Yeah, and obviously we said, will it be here in our lifetime? We don't know if it'll be here again, and we just want to soak in all of that Green Bay energy, don't we?
To be a very small part of it is life-changing for us. It's very, very cool.
You're soaking in the energy. You bring the energy as well. You guys have been so active on your social media pages. I was following along yesterday. You were chatting with Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner.
Us and Roger, we're good friends now. We're good friends.
You've just been hanging out. Like, just talk about that. You meet so many cool people at a football melting pot like the draft, right?
Yeah, and I see you fangirling, and I obviously didn't even know the NFL, so I didn't know who Roger Goodell was, and he's like, Lauren, this guy's a big deal.
Yeah, big deal.
But he was so nice, and he had so
lovely.
much time for us. He really wanted to speak about the whole international games and London and how we'd feel about maybe a potential team in the future in the UK, and he had a lot of time for us.
Yeah, he was a nice guy.
So what is your plan for today?
So today we're doing a tour of the draft area, and then we're getting draft ready. We've got our cheese heads, we've got our overalls, some glitter, and we're going to go for it.
Yes. I brought the glitter.
Gonna go for it. We're so excited to see you guys continue to experience this. You're starting your day right here with us on WBAY TV. We certainly appreciate that. And they even said they're going to hang around for our live stream as well, WBAY.com at 7:05. So we'll have more time to chat there.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys being here so much. Can we get another Go Pack Go from you both real quick?
Go Pack Go!
Listen to that Lions fans. You don't have those pesky Lions fans in Detroit now.
Love it, guys. Thanks so much. We'll talk with you more in our live stream. Right now, we're going to head out to the NFL Draft Experience. That's where Kristen Allen is joining us live this morning. Hey, Kristen.
Good morning. Yeah, we are still exploring here, seeing everything that it has to offer. So we are right outside of entry 2. So this is a public entrance here behind me where fans and guests can come in. And this is one of those entries. And then over this shoulder here behind me, you can see right next to that entry is an NFL shop. And then we'll take a little walk over here. You can see the Pepsi Challenge. And then there's even more tents and exhibits headed back this way on the other side of Lambeau Field. So a lot to do, a lot to see and explore here, plenty to keep you busy throughout the day here. And I just wanted to tell you guys, we met some super fans earlier this morning. They've been walking through here, getting a tour, I think, getting their exclusive look at the draft experience. So you can see this picture that I had taken, this selfie with the Grinch and a Minion, some super fans. You can kind of see them. They did have Packers gear on, so a lot of people here exploring and seeing their first look, and we hope to bring you more of that throughout the rest of the morning and our live stream. Steve?
Love that picture, Kristen. That's fantastic. I hope that I'm not going to be a Grinch by telling you that it's not going to be as warm today as it was yesterday. Not that it's chilly. I mean, we're at 52 degrees in Green Bay. There's some cooler 30s and 40s across the North Woods. We're not going to see those 70s like we did yesterday. First Alert Pinpoint Predictor has seasonable highs mostly in the 50s with some low 60s south and west of Green Bay. And the high of 59 in Titletown, well, that'll be towards the end of the afternoon. You might see a little bit of some sun, but otherwise I expect a partly sunny to mostly cloudy sky with just a slight chance of a shower. Let's go back to Tammy and Emerson.
Thanks, Steve. We're continuing our coverage all morning long here at the Amplify Health by Bell Studio at Great North Commons.
Counting down just hours away now. It is draft day. Our coverage continues here live on Action 2 News this morning.
From WBAY TV, Tammy Elliott, Emerson Lehman, Aisha Morales, Steve Bailon. This is Action 2 News this morning.
Your home for draft coverage.
Welcome back. We'll continue our draft coverage in just a moment with Tammy and Emerson. But first, the story we're following this morning. Ashwaubenon Public Safety says no one was injured or killed after a house caught fire, but a dog died. First responders in Ashwaubenon were called to the 1200 block of Skylark Lane Wednesday afternoon for reports of a garage fire. Officials say the fire spread to a neighboring home. Crews say it took about an hour to extinguish the fire at both houses. They say both homes have significant damage. The cause is under investigation. 6:41 on this draft day Thursday. Look at Lambeau Field behind you, Steve.
There it is in all of its glory, Aisha. Over at the draft campus, it is cloudy, but it is mild. It's 52 degrees right now. There's been some clusters of showers and thunderstorms leading up through sunrise. Most of the rain has been south and west. There is a slight chance of showers today as a little disturbance aloft moves across the state. Now, while it's mild in the southern half of the state, where it's cleared out some in the North Woods, we've dropped back into the 30s and 40s. Today is not going to be as warm as it was yesterday. Now, yesterday we made up to 71 degrees in Green Bay. Today we're looking at highs falling just shy of 60, about 59 this afternoon. A lot of clouds, a small chance of rain. With that slight chance of showers, the kids might want an umbrella heading off to school, but otherwise I'd go with the spring jacket and long sleeve shirts. All right, First Alert update on our NFL draft forecast. We've been updating this forecast for the past couple weeks, and now it's here. Today, slight chance of rain, mostly cloudy, high of 59, dropping back to 51 tomorrow. Morning rain, but that rain chance decreases in the afternoon. That is good news. And then Saturday looks glorious with sunshine and highs back in the upper 50s. Let's go back to Tammy and Emerson.
It is draft day. We're live here at the Amplify Health by Bell Studio at Great North Commons.
Yeah, the morning rush is coming up. Kristen Allen giving us a live preview inside the draft campus. Plus, we'll take a behind-the-scenes look at the final preparations. Stay with us.
First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Steve Bailon is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen. For the most durable custom-crafted replacement windows, go now to RBAWBAY.com.
Good morning and welcome back. The next 24 hours, a slight chance of a shower, plenty of clouds, not as warm as yesterday, a high of 59 degrees. We'll find more of a widespread steady rain arriving later tonight into this time tomorrow morning. And we're tracking those rain chances at the NFL draft coming up in 7 minutes or less.
The Morning Rush, non-stop news, weather, and traffic until the top of the hour. Sponsored by Sure Dry. Call 920-SURE-DRY today.
It's time for the Morning Rush. We're live here at the Amplify Health by Bellin studio at Great North Commons.
Just hours away from the first pick of the 2025 NFL Draft here in Green Bay. The Packers have the 23rd pick. Looking forward to seeing what takes place there. And we've got team coverage for you this morning on all things NFL Draft related, starting with a preview of that draft campus.
So let's get right over to Kristen Allen and give us a preview of the NFL Draft experience. Good morning, Kristen.
Good morning. We're making our way a little bit further around Lambeau Field on the draft campus. And you can see right here behind me, this is a Packers Everywhere Draft House. So experiencing a Packers theme dive bar. But if you take a look inside, it looks pretty flashy to me. Let's go a little bit closer and you can see right over here, they have this pretty large helmet, this Packers helmet, a great photo opportunity. If you're looking for a great place to take a picture, you can see that right here. And there's a big cutout of Wisconsin here. And you can see that right here with Lambeau Field in the background. Oh, it's a giant bar stool too. I'm just noticing that right now. Of course, there is a sign though. They don't want you to climb on it. It's just for aesthetics. But take a look back here and you can see more great photo opportunities as well. And you can go even further back into the draft house. So this is just one of those experiences right here on the draft campus. We are still making our way around. So keep in tune for that during the live stream and throughout the Action 2 News at 9 and noon today as well.
Kristen, thank you. So many great photo ops there, and we were able to get a first look inside the draft theater.
Yeah, it's where the final preparations are taking place by the NFL and ESPN. Take a look right here. There are crews of roughly 500 workers making this all possible, working around the clock. The focus of the action will be on the draft theater tonight. The 32 NFL teams each getting 14 tickets to give to fans to sit inside the theater to cheer on those teams' picks. And outside the stage, there's a sea of production trucks and trailers to make sure to house everyone involved with that telecast.
The NFL Draft Campus is the size of 70 football fields. Here's a map to show you how to get in and out. There are only 2 general admission entry points. One is on the far west end of Titletown along Lombardi, the other on Ridge Road across from Kroll's. You can exit the draft area on Armed Forces Drive. That's where we are right here, and on Oneida Street, but you cannot get back in that way unless you have the premium entry. We have that full map at WBAY.com/draft. And nearly 250,000 people are expected to be out here for the draft at some point.
Yeah, that's a lot of folks. So it's important to know your parking plans if you're headed out to the area to take in this draft experience. Take a look at your screen right here. This is a parking map that's been handed out by the NFL. Just like at home games, you can park at nearby homes and walk to the draft. The numbers you see on the screen are the only public entries to get into the event. The NFL recommending guests to bring cash for parking and get there early enough to snag a good spot.
And we want to get back in studio to Aisha with a reminder from the First Alert Safety Desk about potential parking scams.
All right, Tammy, the Department of Agriculture, Trade and Consumer Protection warns scammers are targeting fans looking for parking and transportation to the big event, so be on the lookout. Just be cautious when using automated parking meters, and if a QR code is displayed, rub over it to see if it's a sticker posted over the real QR code before paying. Scammers, officials say, may try and sell you fake transit tickets and passes, but just remember, Green Bay Metro has a free bus route from downtown Green Bay to the draft event grounds. You can also check the NFL One Pass app we've been mentioning for more parking and transportation options. DATCP says to be cautious cautious of fake parking violations. It says to check out how to pay a true parking violation within the municipal area that you're in. Check with them to see if your plate is one that actually does have an outstanding violation. DATCP also recommends, when possible, to pay with a credit card since they do have built-in fraud protection. If you think you've been maybe victim to a scam, report it immediately to the Consumer Protection Agency and local law enforcement. Emerson.
Great information right there, Aisha. Thanks so much. A quick reminder for you at home later tonight, stick around after Action 2 News at 6 for our countdown to the draft special. That special starts tonight at 6:30.
And then stay right here with WBAY for the official NFL draft coverage. Live coverage of the first round starts tonight at 7. Want to check in with Steve, morning rush weather to get us ready for the draft.
You bet, Tammy. All right, so here's First Alert Viper Max. The bulk of the area is cloudy but dry, but look closely. A couple little isolated showers near Swamico, but most of the light rain is from Gillette west out into Menominee County and Shawano County. Those showers are moving north and east. Any thunderstorms we had in Fond du Lac and Sheboygan counties are long gone. There's a little disturbance aloft that keeps a small rain chance alive for the morning and midday hours. We're probably going to be dry as we wrap up our Thursday. So the forecast for today at the NFL draft: bring that poncho just in case. Wouldn't be shocked if you don't need it, though. A lot of clouds and cooler with a high of 59 degrees. Now, here's a look at First Alert Pinpoint Predictor, and there's a little conga line of showers that comes through. This probably is overdone by our computer model, but you get the general idea. There is a narrow band of some showers that could pop up. Most of these will be diminishing as we go through the afternoon, and we're probably going to be cloudy but mainly dry as we head towards this evening. All right, let's talk about our next weather maker. Coming in later tonight into tomorrow morning, widespread steady rain. But I've got good news for you football fans. Drier weather for Friday afternoon. That bodes well. So to the west, clusters of showers and thunderstorms. Our next storm system right there, out towards the Colorado-Kansas border. Low pressure is tracking towards the lower Great Lakes. So we go back into First Alert Pinpoint Predictor. After our 10 o'clock newscast tonight, that widespread rain moves in. And you can see we're going to get soaked early tomorrow morning, but the rain moves east of Green Bay as we go into Friday afternoon. So if you're going to the draft for day 2, it's probably going to be drying out and will clear out as we go to Friday night. Now, the rain over the next day and a half, most folks will get about 1/4 to 1/2 an inch, but there's some outliers if you see on Pinpoint Predictor. So steady rain ending tomorrow afternoon, but still cloudy, cool, and breezy, high right around 51 degrees. So temperatures will be a little bit below average. Right now, we're in the 50s across east central Wisconsin, but in the north, where it's cleared out a little bit overnight, it's cooler, 30s and 40s. Right now, 52 in Green Bay, northeast wind at 6 miles an hour. Here's the forecast for today, Thursday. Plenty of clouds, spotty showers, not as warm, a high of 59. Tonight, steady rain develops as we get to the overnight hours, cool and brisk, a low of 43. And there's your First Alert Super 7-day forecast. The sun is back out for Saturday with a high of 59. We're rising to near 70 early next week, but watch out, Monday night into Tuesday, a First Alert weather day for the possibility of some strong thunderstorms. Aisha.
All right, Steve, thank you. We'll be on the lookout for any raindrops that fall on the road. And First Alert traffic as you're headed out the door right now, Lombardi Avenue here towards the draft experience there with Lambeau Field. The NFL draft closures, just be mindful that there's quite a bit going on here. As you can see, WBAY.com is your best bet, and I know Tammy and Emerson detailed a little bit of those closures that are happening around Lambeau Field with regards to the draft. So for your draft day and just preparing for today, good road conditions right now, a slight chance of raindrops to hit the road and the pavement possible, so just be mindful and eyes to the skies for that. Download that NFL One Pass app. It is very helpful with regards to any parking or getting around Titletown for today. Emerson.
It sure is, Aisha. Thanks so much. Time for our Birthday Club Draft Edition. Happy birthday to Cole. He loves to play with his brothers and sisters, teasing everyone and enjoying birthday cake. Love from mom, dad, your siblings, grandparents, and cousins.
Happy birthday to Brooks. He loves sports, especially baseball, says he hopes he can attend the NFL draft. Love from mom, dad, Hudson, Sky, Wesley, Gabe, and grandparents.
That'd be a pretty good birthday present, right? Happy birthday, William. He plays guitar and saxophone and loves all things music. Love from mom Aaron, and Brandon.
Harper spends her time swimming, playing volleyball and wrestling. She's also a great organizer and decorator. Best birthday wishes from Mom, Dad, Stella, Kale, and Lily.
A big happy birthday to Brooklyn. She enjoys baseball, gymnastics, painting, baking, and deer hunting. Love from all your family and friends, including Vega.
Harry is a former bar owner who now spends his time with friends and family and enjoying all things chocolate. Love from Sandy, Randy, Linda, and the Midway Bar crew.
A birthday greeting, to Father Bill. This sent in by his Prince of Peace parish family. They say thanks to Father Bill for his service. And a big happy birthday to our producer Garrett. As you can tell from this picture, which he specially requested, he brings a lot of fun and positivity and energy to our newsroom, full of ideas, and always wants to make each show the best it can be. He's also a big fan of bringing fun to the live stream, which starts at 7:05. You want to tune in for that. Happy birthday, Garrett. Thank you for everything that you do. And take a look at this video here of fireworks captured Wednesday night from our Kroll's Cam by Cellcom.
Those fireworks followed last night's Draft City Music Fest at Light Memorial Park in Green Bay. Of course, they were all part of the kickoff to the NFL Draft. It is here today. We are in the final hours of the countdown, Emerson.
So exciting. It's been such a journey to get here. We're so excited to bring it all to you right here on WBAY TV, from the lead up to the event itself. Make sure to tune in, and make sure to tune in for our live stream at 7:05 WBAY.com. Happy Draft Day, everybody.